Truckloads of 2023 Chevrolet Corvette C8 Z06 spotted. Chevy's ready. Let's go! Howdy folks, you on the Seek on the Speed 252 show. Scroll over to the right, click that subscribe button, and join this awesome community. What's up, Seek on the Speed 252 family? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode, and I want to thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart for you guys and ladies for pushing that play button. I want to thank you for always tuning in on the latest and the greatest Corvette content, whether it's in regards to the C8 Stingray, the Z06, or the E-Ray, and whatever variants that may come after that. I greatly appreciate your support on the channel. I just want to give you a heads up that I truly am so grateful for each and every single one of you. I had to start off this video by telling you that I am so glad for you all to be a part of this channel, a part of this community, and I cannot thank you enough. As you guys can see by the title, yes, there has been a truckload of Z06s headed somewhere. So within this video, I'm going to give you guys some ideas of where these Z06s can be going and where you may be able to actually see these Corvette Z06 in person, hear them in person just for yourself. So with that being said, you guys and ladies, give this video a thumbs up so we can push it up in the algorithm so other people get an opportunity to see this episode as well. Hit that subscribe button so you can become part of this awesome community. Let's grow to 30,000 followers by the end of this year. Yes, I would love to have 30,000 followers by the end of this year. So I'm going to keep repeating that, speaking into existence. So I'm looking forward to seeing that happen. If you got an Instagram page, go over there, follow me at Seek on the Speed 252. And all of my merch is on sale. I would love to send you some merch from my house to your house. So once again, all of my merch is on sale. Go to my website right now, type in www.seekonthespeed252 or go down in the description below, click on my link. It will send you direct to my website. I will send you some merch from my house to your house, and thank you for your support. Here are some great photos of 4 brand new 2023 Corvette C8s traveling through Troy, Ohio on the back of a Jack Cooper transporter. Most likely, these are heading to Detroit, where they will be integrated into the CTF program for use for the Corvette engineers and other GM employees, third-party testing companies, to test out these C8 Corvette Z06. So with that being said, these Corvettes have all been built for either GM employees, the Corvette engineers, and testing companies. Why? Because General Motors want to really make sure that these cars are truly in its best position when they start making these for the customers, because they're not going to produce them as fast as people think they are. I truly believe this is going to be a limited production run of cars in 2023. I think it's going to be one of those things where General Motors is going to try to keep up with somewhat the demand, but they know mentally they're not going to be able to keep up with it. And for them, that's actually going to drive the price up. So they're only going to produce so many of these Z06s in the beginning stages of this car. Which is why I truly believe General Motors released the information in regards to you cannot sell your car within the first year of owning it. Yes, I understand that General Motors did it because they didn't want people to flip the cars, but that was going to also drive up the demand. On top of that, they aren't going to build as many of these cars in 2023. So instead of people flipping their cars to somebody else and making 50 grand profit, General Motors is like, well, you can't do that. We want to sell these cars to these customers at our own profit margin. We want to make the money off these cars before you guys get a chance to flip these cars on your own. I truly believe that is another reason why General Motors put this non-flipper disclosure in these documents. Now, will this obtain in the future? No one knows. Everybody is wondering actually if this is something that General Motors can do. But let's get into more details of why General Motors is actually shipping these cars out to Ohio, not just for the engineers, not just for the GM employees, and not just for the test companies. So I want to give a shout out to one of the engineers who sent me a message recently wishing me a happy birthday. On top of that, we talked just briefly about the Z06, and he currently has his own Z06 right now. It's a 30Z. He sent me a picture of it, but I'm not allowed to show it, unfortunately. I wish I could. I really wish I could. Super awesome car, fully decked out to the T. But the reason why I think they're trying to produce more Z06s right now for the Corvette engineers, because of Corvette in Carlisle. As you guys know, Corvette in Carlisle is one of the biggest events that are put on every single year, and it's one of the best Corvette events I've ever gone to. I have nothing but positive things to say about it. The only year I did not go was in 2020 during COVID, but outside of that, I have gone every single year, and Corvette in Carlisle is a blast. With that being said, this year Chevrolet will be there, and when I spoke to the engineer about Corvette in Carlisle, I asked him was he going to be there, and he said yes. I asked him was he planning on driving his own Z06 there, and he says yes. So with that being said, there's going to be numerous Z06s there at Corvette in Carlisle this year, and I wanted to share the information, which is why I think this truckloads of cars are actually going to Ohio, to the GM employees, to the Corvette engineers, and to other testing companies. While these Corvettes are being built, the Z06 Corvette, the testing companies will be testing these cars out on the separate side of GM and the Corvette engineers. Whereas now the Corvette engineers are going to get their cars, if not already gotten their cars, so they can actually drive it to Corvette in Carlisle to actually test these cars a little bit more and just have it on display for the customers at Corvette in Carlisle. Now there's also going to be some GM employees that don't work directly with the Corvette team, but will also get their own Z06s, so that way they can also report anything that's going on with this car back to the engineer so they can tweak it and fix anything with this vehicle. I'm going to say personally that I think this car is probably already ready. If engineers have already been driving this car at least for a while now, because we've seen pictures of Taj driving his own Z06, my engineer friends have also had their own Z06s, and they're actually giving these to testing companies. I truly believe this car is somewhat close, if not already ready. So I truly believe the reason why we see these truckloads of Z06s is because you guys, whoever's going to Corvette in Carlisle, will get a chance to see these Corvette Z06s at the end of the month. As you guys know, at the Corvette tent or Chevrolet tent, they're going to have, some cutouts. They're going to have the tires. They're going to have the colors. They're going to have the carbon fiber pieces. They're going to have most likely maybe a few Z06s there, maybe a couple of Stingrays and anniversary packages. They're going to have these things there for you guys to see, because as you guys know, you can put in an order to your dealership. Now, if things get accepted, it all depends on which orders are getting accepted and who you are, obviously. But with that being said, I think the engineers is going to give you guys a good show at the end of the month, which is why I think these truckloads of Z06s is what we're seeing right now. With that being said, thank you again for pushing that play button. I want to give you some true update information on the Z06s and why we see truckloads of Z06s, because I had a follower ask me about that. Give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button anywhere on your screen and your tablet for me right now, please, to help grow to 30,000 followers. If you got an Instagram page, go over to Instagram, type in Seek on the Speed 252, follow me there as well. And once again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for joining me today and joining this community. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at the 30,000 mark as well. With that being said, have a great day, and I'll catch you again in another episode.